The next recipe I'll have for you today in the B8000 domestic juicer is one for the little ones, one for the kids. We're going to make some applesauce, and I'm going to show you a special treat we can do with the applesauce, and we're going to make some apple donuts. Let's have a look at that one, shall we? I'll swap this headset out, and we're going to bring over the smoothie strainer. Now, how do we make applesauce? Let's have a look here, the ingredients that I've got. So for this applesauce, I'm going to use some steamed apples. I'm going to put some celery in there, great way to get a little bit of vegetable into the little ones. We've got some pitted dates again, and I've got a little bit of cinnamon here for some flavour. So let me swap that to the side and show you what attachment we're using to make this one. This one is, just put it there so it doesn't roll around. Now we've got the smoothie strainer. So all of the Kuivngs cold pressed juices have access to 3 different strainers. Those 3 different strainers can be used to make so much more than just juice, and it's why we love the range of Kuivngs cold pressed juices. Let me pop that back on. Okay, we need another jug there. All right, so applesauce. Let me pull these over. The first thing I want to do when we're making a sauce like this is I'm just going to mix the ingredients together, right? Because we're not making it in a blender. We're not using metal blades to spin it all around and breaking it. We're going to cold press it. So we want to mix the ingredients together. So let's start with, put the celery in there. With the dates, I'm just going to give them a little chop up so that they're a bit smaller. These are medjool dates. They're fresh. You find them in the fridge in a health shop. I will pop those in there like that. Okay, with the apples, simple, peel them, core them, and then pop them in the steamer. Now, the reason I like to just cut that up, the juicer will easily press and squeeze a quarter of a steamed apple. We can do a whole apple without even being steamed. So it's not about whether it can press it or not. I'm doing this so that we get all the flavour nicely combining together. I've used red apples here. You can use green apples if you want a bit more tartness. One of my favourite is the golden delicious apples. Couple more. Looking really good. And then we're just going to give that little bit of a mix. Before we feed it through the juicer. Excellent. Okay, so that's ready to go. Okay, so we've got the smoothie strainer in there. We're going to get you on. And there we go. Look at this, just handfuls at a time. And what you'll start to see is as we're squeezing and pressing the ingredients together, we're going to be getting this apple sauce coming through the machine. And I don't know if you've looked at your apple sauce at home, but if you buy it in the store, of course, again, it's packaged. They've added preservatives to it, they've added different fillers to put it into a glass jar and ship it around the world. One of the main ingredients that they often use in applesauce is something called citric acid. Now, citric acid is E330, and what we don't like about having citric acid in foods is where it comes from. What they do is they get a fungus, a genetically modified fungus, they feed it sugar, and then it turns it into an acid. And they use that acid as a preservative in food. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if it's me and I'm doing some apple sauce for the young ones, I probably don't want a genetically modified fungus getting into the recipe that I'm using, right? Right, so that's me, but everyone up to yourselves. Have a look at the ingredients, guys. All that's in here, it's come from nature. Apple, celery, date. It's just so easy. Okay, a little bit more, and you'll see that sauce starting to come out now. When you're pressing and squeezing, just take your time. You don't need to go too fast. It's not going to blend it all up quickly. Squeezing and pressing. Now, while that's happening there, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the apple sauce. So this is what I call an apple donut. So we'll take a normal apple and we're just going to cut off a couple of slices, whole slices. 1, 2, and 3 there. We'll use those 3, they look good. And what I'm going to do is just take the core out. Just quickly, pop the core out like that, and you can see I'm starting to make little apple donuts already. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. So now let me close that one off. I've got a spoon here. I've got a spoon here in the kitchen. So let me just put some of that. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. Now I want to put a little bit of cinnamon onto that one. Like so. A little bit of cinnamon. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take that apple sauce and we just want to spread it around your apple rings. So simple, so easy. And then we're going to sprinkle. We're going to put a little bit of topping on that one, so a little bit of coconut. Look at that. How good does that look? You could put some fresh raspberries on there. You could put some nuts. You could put anything you want. So now you've got these magnificent little apple donuts. Is this a great treat for the kids? I think it is, but even the big kids are going to love it. Let's try. So good, guys. So good. Everyone around here, you're going to love this recipe, I'm sure. Wow, excellent. Now, excuse me, what we love about healthy snacks, as I've said to you before, it's not getting all the preservatives, all the fillers, all the gums, all the additives, preservatives, vitamins, minerals that they put into food in order to package it, keep it preserved and ship it. Using nature is such a healthy alternative for the kids. It's going to taste beautiful. It's going to be sweet. They can indulge and make a big tray of them. Give it a go next time you have them around.